or one of the ingredients to primers is to grind up some glass. So they want ground glass inside a primer. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I think the best thing to use for this would be a coffee bean grinder, but I don't have an extra one of those handy, so I went out and bought one of these from Bath and Body Works or Bath and Beyond or something like that for about 13 bucks. You don't want to use just any old glass. You want to use broken beaker glass, or something that's relatively flat and doesn't have big old thick edges like this part of the beaker. I think this part of the beaker would be just fine, but anything thick with a lot of these edges, or maybe a cheap chandelier, that type of glass, those big gems would be very difficult to do this particular task. Or I used a light bulb in an earlier video to do this task, and the light bulb ground up pretty nicely. So what I think you don't want to do is to get glass all over the place by doing this number. I think you're going to get glass shards all over the place. I did have the foresight to cut out a piece of cardboard, so I can get a little bit more rough with it. And at this point I think we have nothing but shards of glass. So the time is 12:21. Almost 12:25. I still got plenty of shards of glass in there. A few grains or a few shards of glass in there. It's 12:27. I would describe that as pretty much just coarse sand. 12:29. I would describe that as about 80 grit sandpaper. What we wound up with is a glass that's ground to the consistency of flour. I think that's what we want here. And I don't feel any individual grains here at all. So step number one to making primers is to grind some glass into the consistency of flour. Have a blessed day.